Ooh. Welcome everyone to the Package Group Weekly Sync for May 17, 2021. I have the first item. We had a discussion last week about having a partial asynchronous week. And I think I just wanted to remind everyone to sort of have a think about that. I think the idea we had was to sort of commit to going through agendas that we weren't going to attend, but maybe the team meetings were ones that people enjoyed. I think there's some feedback from some of the team that was the things that we enjoyed about the meetings was actually catching up with people. And so it seems like for people who have the opportunity to go async on some meetings, then I think it's probably just something to try. You don't have to do it as a group if the group meetings are all going to stay kind of active anyway. I mean, if people would like to sort of some of our one-on-ones to be sort of an async thing, that's okay. It's something that I've tried. I prefer to keep one-on-ones on the agenda if possible, but I'm open to doing that like every other week too. So I think it kind of left up to everyone if we're not doing any sort of team meetings to be async. Any other thoughts from people?
Okay. I was thinking about this, and I mean, the one thought I had was, we could also try to just make anyone that does want an async week, they should feel comfortable to say, I'm just going to cancel a bunch of meetings this week or not attend meetings, and that should be super reasonable because the whole idea behind all the meetings is they're very optional and asynchronous for the most part. That was just something I was thinking.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of been an option. I think the other thing I'd have to go check the handbook page again, but the other thing that's in the handbook page is, if you don't feel like a meeting is useful, then you shouldn't feel like you have to attend the meeting. But might be worth giving feedback to the person organizing the meeting in that case so that they know, and so that maybe they can adjust the meeting so it is useful or understand why you feel like it isn't. So yeah, I agree with that, Steve. Cool. Any other thoughts from people? Cool. All right. Over to you, Steve.
Yeah, there are just a few items that popped up in the engineering week in review that I thought were worth calling out here. There was an update to the community contribution review guidelines. This doesn't really have a big effect on more of our established community contributors, but the thing that I noted is that we should feel comfortable with taking over MRs that have sat for a long time without any communication from the authors if it's something that we do want to push forward. The other thing that I saw was that RubyGem support has been added to Package Hunter. I know we'd kind of previously looked into whether or not that's something we can use in the package stage.
Yeah, thanks for that. What was your takeaway from the updates to the community contribution? You said it might have an effect.
How we deal? I don't think it'll really have a huge effect on, most of the way that we go about our community contributors reviews are, there's nothing that's like against any of the guideline changes. It was more just, seeing that we should feel comfortable rebasing if it's needed, or we should feel comfortable taking over if the MR author has not been responsive in a while.
Cool. Thanks, Dave. And Tim, you had a question?
Not a question. For the Package Hunter stuff, I'll just add that to the issue as a follow-up. Thanks.
Cool. All right, sweet. Thanks for that. if no one has any other thoughts on these subjects, then we have a not recorded item that we want to chat about. So having said that, then, thanks very much everyone for your time. I hope everyone has a great rest of their day, wherever they are and whatever that looks like.